Dr. Pepper call online at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation, presented by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. Sports Radio 94 WIP, Eagles Radio Network with the call last night of the Chargers' 22-19 victory over the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. A game that saw 8 turnovers, 6 in the second quarter, 5 by Jalen Hurts, 2 on 1 play. Hurts had 2 interceptions in 12 games prior, 4 on Monday Night Football last night. And the Chargers, despite a broken left hand, basically, from Justin Herbert, win this game by 3 points at home in overtime. They're 9-4. Eagles 8-5 right now. Good morning, Michelle Smallman, Chris Canty, Evan Cohen with you. How are we doing today?
I'm doing good. That game was drunk in the second quarter.
Oh my God.
They were playing hot potato with the football. The goal in an NFL game should be to possess the ball. And they spent most of their time in that second quarter trying to give it away to the other team. I couldn't believe what I saw Jalen Hurts on one play having 2 turnovers. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen in pro football.
That was crazy. Our group chat was going nuts last night. We were like, what is going on with him? What is going on with this game? As soon as Philly would turn it over, then the Chargers would. Hurts again. It was drunk. But I wonder if Philadelphia Eagles fans were drunk last night because they're not feeling great about their team right now.
No, and there was an interception that ended the game. Jalen Hurts talked about it on that pick to end the game and the trouble now that the Eagles are in.
I knew it was going to be a tight window throw. I'd have to watch the film to see it from the eyes, film's point of view. Ultimately, it's a play that I didn't make. We got a hand on the ball, and I didn't make the play.
Didn't make the play then, didn't make the plays all night, and we asked the question of the Philadelphia Eagles, how much trouble are they in? How many turnovers can you have in one game? And how much is this a cause for concern? Hurts answered those questions as well last night.
That's for everyone else to determine. For me, we lost the game, and I didn't play well enough to help us win the game. And so I look at it as like I look at every game in terms of win or loss, how I respond to what the game presented itself. And so that's my mentality.
All right, how much trouble are they in?
Well, relative to what? Winning the division, getting into the playoffs, repeating as Super Bowl champions.
He said that's for everyone else to determine. We're the everyone else. You can determine that.
So I'm not overly concerned about their chances of hanging on to the division. I mean, the remaining schedule is very favorable. You have the Raiders next, then the Commanders. You have to go to Buffalo on the 29th. That one will be tough. But then you close out the season with the Commanders again. At best, you should be 3-1 to close out the season. So, and the Cowboys have the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, and the Giants. So maybe they could make a push too, but I think that the Eagles will be okay to close out the season. Now, their chances of repeating as champions with the issues that they have on the offensive side of the ball and the issues that the team has holistically, that's a different conversation.
Yeah, the quarterback is not seeing it the way that he needs to in order for the offense to take off. Now, a part of that is the sequencing, the play calling, Kevin Patullo, Nick Sirianni. They didn't cover themselves in glory. I don't understand why you have the ball in the low red zone in a situation where you can get a touchdown at the end of the game and you decide that you're going to throw the ball as opposed to running the football with Saquon Barkley. It made no sense to me on first down to put the ball in the air when you've been getting productivity from your offensive line, from your running game. So there is that to say. But outside of that interception on the dig route to A.J. Brown early in the fourth quarter, all of them turnovers were on Jalen Hurts. And the expectation is that he be better. In order for this offense to get on the other side of the adversity that they're facing, he's going to have to overcome. He's going to have to find a way to drag everybody along and get everybody to be at their best, because right now it's about positioning themselves to be able to go on another deep playoff run. You're putting yourself in a bad spot in terms of giving yourself the best chance to repeat as champs. We already know how hard it is. There have only been 2 teams over the last quarter century to be able to do it. The Eagles the Chiefs and the Patriots. If the Eagles are going to be that third team, then it's going to have to be the quarterback finding a way to get the best out of everybody around him. And right now, he's just not doing that, Ev. And it's quite to the contrary. He's putting his team in a spot that's impossible to overcome. Last night, they lost a game where the opposing team's quarterback completed 12 passes and was his team's leading rusher.
And has a broken hand.
And has a broken hand. Your defense was lights out last night. Knocked the hell out of Justin Herbert. Sacked him 7 times. I feel bad for the guys on the Philadelphia Eagles defense because they played their asses off and they got nothing for it. And it's because of the problems on the offense. And everybody keeps telling me that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be fine. They've earned the benefit of the doubt. Look how dominant they were last year. Remember last year we were critical of them in November and December. No. This is different than last year. The offense is in shambles. In 4 of the last 5 games, they failed to crack 20 points. And in the one game where they did score north of 20, they got 21 points in a loss to the Dallas Cowboys. That was when the offense collapsed and didn't score in the second half. The offense is a problem. The offense is an impediment to this team being able to repeat as champs. And the offense is not going to get right until the quarterback gets right.
I think that we have to acknowledge one thing, though. I think when the Eagles' offense looks wrong is when they're right. Every complaint by A.J. Brown was probably correct based on the way the offense looked. But that's how they win. When they looked wrong, they were right. And now when they're trying to look right, they go wrong. When they go to, I want to be very clear. I am not blaming A.J. Brown. Let me say it again. I am not blaming A.J. Brown. Where I'm going is actually blaming the head coach, who I have been very supportive of, and Nick Sirianni. When you try to make Jalen Hurts into something he is not, it's going to go wrong. When the offense looks boring, when you win a 10-7 game against your Packers, when you win 16-9 against the Lions like they did, when it's slow, when it's methodical, when every drive ends in a kick because he is risk averse and he's fine on a 3 and out, is actually where this team has gone right. Every time the offense looks bad, previously, is when they have actually won games. They're trying to be something they're not now. And I put that not on A.J. Brown. I put that on the head coach and Nick Sirianni and the offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo, because what you found was your boring offense that didn't look as good as last year still produced wins. And now you're losing. Now you're trying to do things that is not you. You're actually playing out of character, and it's losing games for you.
Okay, you're right. They were winning games despite the internal complaints and despite it not looking explosive in any way. But is that offense or that style of winning suitable for the playoffs? Is that the type of offensive approach that can win you another Super Bowl?
Let me ask you this in return. Is this offensive approach suitable to get to the playoffs?
Fair counter.
I'm okay losing in the playoffs. I'm not okay not making the playoffs.
So you think there's a chance that they could not make the playoffs?
No, what I'm saying is if they played this way to start the season, they're not a playoff team.
Oh, no
obviously.
doubt. No doubt.
If they play the way that I'm suggesting, which is every game us saying, why didn't they go to A.J. Brown more? They're going to make the playoffs. Do you know, and again, I know Nuno thinks that I'm doing this backhanded A.J. Brown shot. I swear to God I'm not. And part of the reason I'm not is because I think he's going to be on the Patriots. But anyway, so here's the thing.
You're getting ahead of it.
Yeah, statistically, okay? In games where A.J. Brown has 5 or less receptions, they're 5-1. Wow. In games where he has more than 5 receptions, they're 2-4. In games he doesn't play, they're 1-0. It is not A.J. Brown's fault. It's the coach's fault that he's looking at this offense thinking that Jalen Hurts should do something that he's not good at. And that is forcing the ball to A.J. Brown. He's not good at that. Again, this is not A.J. Brown's fault. This is Sirianni's fault.
But it's more than that. You have, their kicker missing kicks. Jake Elliott has missed 3 field goal attempts and an extra point attempt over the past 3 games. Saquon got going last night, but he certainly hasn't been as productive this year. It's more than just that. There's a lot of issues here.
Yeah, and I mean, 2 of the 4 interceptions, Jalen Hurts was targeting A.J. Brown. The other 2, he was targeting other wide receivers. So, I mean, I don't know that it's fair to pin it all on A.J. Brown wanting to get more touches and wanting to help his team impact winning. But I look at Jalen Hurts as a quarterback that can be a tractor, meaning he can drag everybody along with him.